Hey Manicast fans, this is Captain Jack's Astro saying what's up. So it's really hot here today and I didn't feel like waiting around for the week to be done so I can do the next set of green cards for Commander, so I'm doing them today. I'm going to go through 10 creatures and 5 non-creature spells that are green. Basically, green creatures are where it's at. If you're playing green, you better be playing green creatures, and they better be really good. Madeline's got her cards right here. She's got her green creatures. Anyway, unless the spell kicks butt, draws a bajillion cards, or puts creatures right into play, it's not worth playing. So I figured, you know what? Let's do 10 creatures that are awesome. First one I've got, if you're playing green, you better be playing this creature because he's pretty much the best green creature out there right now. Avenger of Zendikar. It's a 2 green, 5 colorless creature, 5/5. When it comes into play, you put a 0/1 plant into play for each land you control, which is pretty good. Probably going to be dropping at least 5, probably more. And then it has landfall. Whenever you put a land into play, all of your plants get a +1/+1 counter. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, that's not really that great. Well, here's the thing. There's a bunch of good green plants and a bunch of good green plants that give graft counters. They seem a little weird on their own, but you combine this with other cards like Doubling Season, it's going to get nuts. Anyone will tell you Avenger of Zendikar is where it's at. Next one, Staple. If you're playing green, again, you better be running this creature. Brawn, 3/3 for 4, Trample, and as long as it's in the graveyard and you have a forest, all your creatures have Trample.
Come on!
If you're not playing with this, right, you're an idiot. Forgotten Ancient, kind of a hidden sleeper here. I think it's really cool. It's a 0/3 Elemental for 4. Whenever anybody casts a spell, it gets a +1/+1 counter, and when you when it's your turn again on your upkeep, you can move all of its +1 counters to pretty much all of your other creatures. You get to pick how you want to distribute it. Again, with Doubling Season, I can't stress how good this card is. One of my personal favorites, Heartwood Storyteller. It's 2 green, 1 colorless, 2/3 Treefolk. Whenever any player plays a non-creature spell, each of their opponents draws a card. This is awesome because if you're playing green, again, you're probably going to be playing more creatures than spells, and let those people play their Brainstorms. Let them play their Wrath of Gods. You'll still get to draw a card, and as will all of your other players, so it kind of makes people think, do I really want to play that spell? Think about it. Another good one that I really like is Vigor. Can you tell I've got kind of an obsession with +1/+1 counters? It's a 3 green, 3 colorless, 6/6 Trampler that if it would be dealt damage, instead you prevent that much damage and put a +1/+1 creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on the creature. And then if Vigor would go to the graveyard from anywhere, mill, discard, whatever it might be, it gets shuffled back into your deck. Yes, that's you. Anything that has shuffle back into your deck is good. Another one, big thing about Commander is you got to make sure that you get your value out of the card. If it doesn't do something else besides just be there, it's not really that good. Terastodon or whatever, Big Elephant, I like to call him. He is a 9/9 for 8. When it comes into play, you get to destroy up to 3 non-creature permanents. For each permanent you destroy, that controller gets a 3/3 elephant. Why is this good? You can use it on your enemies. Get rid of their obnoxious cards, their planeswalkers, their enchantments that you hate. Especially those new vows. That's always good. Go ahead, give them a 3/3. Chances are, if you're playing this guy, you've got other creatures that should be able to run through those elephants. Also, you can also use it on your own stuff. You got enough lands to rebuild anything you want. Blow a couple of them up. Get some elephants. Good stuff. Another one that I really like is Skull Muncher. Skull Muncher is a 1 green, 4 colorless, 3/3 with Devour 1. When he comes in, for each creature he devours, you draw a card. Again, dual usage. You get a good creature, +1 counters, and if anything, you get to draw some cards. One of my personal favorites of all time, Standard, when it was in there, I loved it. When it's in Extended, I love it. Seedborn Muse. 2 green, 3 colorless, 2/4. Untapped during everybody else's turn. Combo's great if you're playing more than one color, if you're playing more than just green, counter, burn, whatever it might be. This is a really good way to put a lot of creatures into play or a lot of tokens into play. If you're playing white, you can create soldiers or Pegasuses or whatever you might be doing. Otherwise, combo's infinite, whatever you want. Last one, again, if you're playing Commander and you're playing green and you're not playing this card, you are a moron. Croson Tusker. 6/5 for 7. Doesn't sound real that exciting, but it has 1 green, 2 colorless cycling, and when you cycle it, you get to search your deck for a land and put it into your hand. You get 2 cards. Again, green. Play it with some black, you got recursion. Play it with blue, you can bounce it back, whatever it might be. There's plenty of different options. I love this guy. He's great. Last but not least, Indrik Stomphowler. 1 green, 4 colorless, 4/4. When it comes into play, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Again, dual usage, great card. Last, I'm just going to run through these real quick. Enshrine Memories. Reveal the top X cards of your deck. For each creature, put it back into your hand. The rest go on the bottom of your library in any order. Great stuff. Harmonize. Draw 3 cards. Green needs draw. It's good. Great one. I love. Hibernation's End. Cumulative upkeep of Win the Game. Just kidding. Look it up. And lastly, Lurking Predators. If you're playing green, again, you want to pick yourself up a copy of that card. It's really great. And lastly but not leastly, Floating Tree Forest from Zendikar. Increases your chance of winning by 80%. No joke. So, have fun. Hopefully, if this was good for you, you'll continue watching. Next week, I think we're going to do black. Black is not usually one color that I play in Commander, but hey, it's a challenge. Have a good time. Just thought I'd share that with you.